Yes! Okie dokie, gentlemen, are we all here ready to fucking go? I asked y'all a question! As I reveal my giant's monkey! That's not as funny as you thought it was, boy!
God, I thought he meant penis!
I swear, the only thing I hate more than weaklings... Hey! I'm speaking, soldier! Don't fucking speak unless you're smoking what we're gonna do is we're gonna fly over
The talk show at the end of the week.
Space is big.
Star Citizen Base.
It's really big.
Round Table.
Surprise, motherfucker.
And hello, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Stars and Base Round Table here on the Base Radio. We are live, aren't we? Yes, we are. Where's the button?
Oh, you left it.
Air horn. Yeah, you heard that, didn't you? It's hello, chat. Hello, listeners. Hello, Twitch. Hello, Shoutcast. Hello, the Base Radio. Hello, Star Citizen backers, citizens, fans, interested people, whatever you want to call it, or any reason you might be listening to this, God knows why. Welcome. It's once again this wonderful Sunday here, and we are ready to do our little round table round show of awesomeness. Awesomeness. And
a round show of awesomeness. Fuck.
And so we are here this Sunday. We have gathered around this roundy table of roundness, and we will just talk.
It's not very round, actually.
What?
Looks more rectangular.
With the thing
rectangular, yeah. And there's like a kiddie table right now with like 3 other people sitting at it. What the hell?
Some strange things happening. I don't know what's going on, but I'm just gonna turn around and just
where all
leave.
those sounds came from?
Wee hamster's ready for a diaper change. I think that's what that was.
What the Oh, okay, it's gonna be one of those shows.
Why did I came back here?
Pegasus! Oh, it's a Pegasus.
Speaking
It's
of
a Pegasus.
It's a Frenchman?
That's funny. We were just talking about you yesterday, the day before, or whatever. I think it was... No, not yesterday, Friday. About how much everybody misses you and where'd you go, and hopefully you're okay, because you don't fucking talk to anybody anymore.
Oh, he has a good story to tell.
True.
Whatever.
What? What do I have to tell?
Well, where the fuck you been yesterday?
Oh yeah, I've been to a nice bar, Citizen. We were like 250 people, so very crowded. There was even some turbulent guys from Canada, so it was very nice.
French Canada?
In France?
In France, in my town, in Clermont-Ferrand, so like nowhere, but because it's in the middle of France, it was the most accessible place to come from all over the place in France. So,
Is that
pretty
like the
nice.
central hub for all the trains? All train
No,
tracks
that
lead
would be
to that
Paris, I
city?
guess, but Paris is so
Paris
fucked up
is
busy.
I mean, no, it's for train. It would be more a town called Lyon, but
right.
But anyway, it's like driving. Clermont-Ferrand is like entered.
Pegasus just said, "Who the fuck takes the train anymore?"
Actually, in France we do a lot.
So do we.
Yeah, Europe has an
Yeah.
excellent trains network.
If they get on time, that's not.
And how
That's
many
so
of you
fun.
guys take trains on a regular basis?
He used to.
I don't, but
Cricket
I
sound.
used to.
He used to do it a lot.
Yeah.
Before you got a car.
There's no trains in the United States that
Yeah, but
function
No,
even,
properly.
even
actually,
then, I know of people that regularly have to come to our region all the way from the west, and they know that on most occasions it is more like it's just better for them to go by train because lots of times the traffic is sometimes just so terrible that the train even doesn't do better
yeah,
than
and
that.
speaking where I live, there's like a train station on every little town, just to the main cities. So a lot of people are taking the train in the morning, and then the company usually paid for the train, so it's cheaper for them to take the train than having a car.
It's intentional.
Yeah, it is.
But it works.
It is good.
Nope.
It works. It's
good.
less traffic on the road, and
You're a very
faster.
good subservient population to your dictatorship rulers that call themselves a democracy. Absolutely.
You know
What?
that is exactly the same in all the countries, right?
I do know.
Yeah. So.
That's why we take the car, right?
Freedom is a lie.
Well, hello, Eden.
Hello.
Is this I mean, this is still the first blocks, usually like the block where we introduce or talk about the whatever guests we have, but you all
Why
have,
is Eden name question mark?
because I didn't know if she was going to even be there, you know, because she
You
was
should
stuck in traffic.
put
and she
her
had to
name
pee.
as zombie killer.
stuck in traffic. Have to pee.
So I have a question to
I was stuck
Moggimus.
in
Yes,
traffic.
you
Zombie.
be. That's
I have a question for Moggimus and Eden. Where the fuck have you been this weekend?
That was as I was going to, yeah.
Visiting some asshole.
Yeah.
Which isn't me this time. I'm not the
It was-
asshole. It's
Some-
the other asshole.
Some real cranky motherfucker, let me tell you.
I don't know. He wasn't that cranky.
Really?
I
No,
loved it when Junta
not
was
after
told
we
to
got
smile, and Eden smiled, but Junta, he looked like, what the fuck am I doing here?
Oh, at the dog food joint?
That's not a dog food joint, motherfucker.
Hey, that
how
was
good dog?
good. You even said it was good, asshole.
We had
so
chow
shut up.
ribs, and they were fucking good.
They were beef short
were.
ribs.
Yeah.
One
That's
day
what
I
they
will
fucking
come to
tell
your
you.
house and actually find somewhere on the black market a dog meat. And then you could just chow down on that.
Does it taste like chicken?
I don't know. I don't eat dog.
They have no idea what you're talking about.
So we visited Juntao when he's in New Jersey right now, on the East Coast side. And he was gonna be in New Jersey for 3 weeks?
4 weeks, yeah.
4 weeks. So why not take the opportunity to say hello? Stop by.
Hi.
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 So I'm assuming that involved more than eating.
And we did this.
They only came for one reason. Moss to
Play with your gun.
What?
They wanted to play with your gun, right?
Yep.
If
Yes,
you don't
both
know
of us
what
at the
they
same
are
time.
talking about, it's a very weird sentence here.
Yes, it's intentional, Pegasus.
He touched his Glock.
It's a double entendre.
Wasn't it? It's not a Glock.
It was something.
Even I know what it was.
It wasn't a Magnum.
No, it was a 9mm Smith & Wesson.
Smith & Wesson.
Like a cap gun.
Which I was happy to learn when I looked at it, because the Smith & Wesson gun manufacturer is like an hour away from me where I live, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I contributed to your local economy.
Yes, you did. Thank you, sir.
Some happy gunsmith gets to,
Juntao looks pretty cranky.
Dude, I'm so fucking tired.
I am too.
Look at that. Pew pew.
3.5 hour drive back in the rain. That was fun.
For once, I feel just fine. I had my old man nap. 3 hours sleep is not enough to stay awake for this show.
No shit, that's what I'm saying. I went back to sleep for a couple hours. And then all that fucking shit's going down at my house with the electrical, so that tied me up for 2 hours. 700 miles from home, and my wife is like, shit ain't working! Do something!
Invent a teleporter.
So you had to get... Oh, here's Eden shooting.
No friendly fire, by the way.
No one died.
We did not die.
That's the one with the hole in the nose?
Maimed.
Yeah, that's the zombie that she killed. Shot the fucker right in the face.
A bunch of bullets to his chest and a couple in his right kneecap.
Legs,
Look
yeah.
at that. I'm
We had to
prepared for the
save that
zombie
one.
apocalypse.
That was good.
Yeah,
One
right
in the knee
in the
legs 6 times.
Now the old man.
Oh, here's Junto, yep.
Well, I'm
What's
trying
the
to
pro?
shoot a fucking 2-inch circle at fucking 15 yards, and it's really hard to do. So, you see me at the end of the clip lean forward to get a look at the 2-inch circle and just shake my head like,
Yeah.
yep,
But
not so much.
did you
The
did you
bottom
not have your glasses on?
No, I don't need glasses for long distance like that. But a 2-inch circle through iron sights on a fucking handgun at 15 yards is hard to fucking hit.
Glasses. Where's that target?
Where's the target? Not at that distance. It's a little fuzzy, but I can still see it. I hit it about 5 or 6 times out of 15 rounds, so that's not too bad.
But it was a lot of fun. I was standing behind both of them the whole time while they were shooting, and just it was like a rain of shell casings hitting me while I'm trying to take video of them.
Well, if you go back to the start of the day, they were both like so scared. Like not even the gun range part, just me, I think.
Oh,
Bullshit.
What do you mean?
you wish.
I could sense the nervousness and
Apprehensive,
apprehension and all that.
apprehensive.
Yep. Like,
Actually, more was worried I was gonna go on hangry mode on you guys and like cap somebody's knee before I got from some food.
we had an apple in the car.
Yeah, I had an apple in my purse for that very reason, just in case.
Yeah.
To save you guys from my wrath of rage.
Well, it didn't help getting stuck behind a fucking line painting truck for like 20 minutes or whatever
Forever. It
that was.
felt like forever. Fuck New Jersey, dude. I tell you what, the road system here is a fucking disastrous joke.
It's just like any country roads up here. It's not a straight grid system like Juntel's used to in the great state of Michigan.
Neither is it over here like that, but...
Well, we took all of our
shit show.
one-lane bridges out years ago.
That's good.
Okay, to be fair, I have not seen a bridge like that.
That was crazy,
like,
right?
Almost ever. Yeah.
How did
it
you
was
deal with
crazy.
that intersection? There's a
'Cause
one-lane bridge that goes right into a T intersection, and the cross traffic doesn't need to stop. It's fucking nuts.
No. And there was no signal or anything, so I don't know.
So I just took the Jeep and fucking went. Whatever. I'm going. I'm from Detroit.
Yeah, you were supposed to get a medium car. You're as far away from the medium car as you can get.
That's a medium car he's got. It's not an F-250.
They asked me if I wanted an upgrade. I wasn't going to decline it. If I could have got a Cadillac Escalade, I would have taken that bitch too. It's 7 miles to the gallon.
Ballin'.
Yeah.
What?
What else?
Say that was
Rolem's doing. He's just being Dutch, I guess.
Is that what we... nope, I'm not touching it, nope.
not even I am touching that.
It's very odd. It's okay.
But yeah, we had a lot of fun. I did anyway. It was a great time.
We have a bunch
Was
of
there
pictures.
alcohol involved?
I didn't drink.
But I saw there was a lot of bitches and alcohol there.
The bitch wine? Yes.
It smelled like fucking
Ooh.
paint thinner, dude.
It was 13%.
It was. I enjoyed it.
It was
Yeah, thank you
drier
for
than
that.
I generally like my wines. I like my wines sweet. That was a very dry red wine.
But no one got shot and no one threw up. So it was a good night.
You almost melted by being that hipster town.
Oh my god, T.O.
Okay, enlighten me.
Oh, Key would have had a meltdown.
Fuck. So we go, it's like an hour plus to get to the freaking gun range. And we go there, that's fine. Then we can't decide where we're going to eat. She wants to go to an authentic Korean barbecue, but the only one is like, the closest one is way the fuck on the Jersey Shore. And we're not going that fucking far. So we find this Korean cuisine place in this, I think it was in Manning or Reading or some shit like that. So we drive over there. And you're driving through the sticks, dude. Like, literally, some country-ass fucking shit. And all of a sudden you come into this town, and it's total fucking hipsterville. Metrosexual center of fucking New
It wasn't
Jersey.
that bad.
Oh, it was all the
No,
little
it wasn't.
niche shops and fucking wine stores and public walkways in between where there used to be a road and they shut the road and made it a plaza for people to just walk around and too many fucking yuppies. It was just killing me. I'm like, why we should have just got a 6-pack and went and sat in the fucking woods. Jesus. Yeah, you shake your head. That's
No, hey, there were probably plenty of bonfire spots out there. We could have just went right out there.
But that's
Made
where
a
the
fire.
restaurant was anyway. So, you know how that goes. It's fucking paver stone sidewalks on a tight ass street. Fucking jackass pulls up in a Lamborghini, revving his engine and shit. Really nice car.
Lamborghini and a Maserati was next to each other.
Yeah.
By the restaurant, Wolfgang's Puck's restaurant.
So we eat, we come out, she wants to walk around. Let's go walk around and see the town.
In hipster world.
In hipster world.
Oh, he was so grumpy. Like he was like freaking out. He just didn't know how to handle himself. Like, what is this? Pavers everywhere. There should be plants and trees in the woods. And I'm like,
You know, the problem with it could be contagious. It is contagious.
What's contagious?
he just couldn't handle it.
Being grumpy.
What's contagious?
I went out today, out back of this hotel, back parking lot. There's a huge wooded area. I just went out there and sat with the damn chipmunks running all over the place and shit. I had to unwind from that whole fucking just crushing compression of fucking city garbage on my soul. I felt like dirty inside. You don't get it. I don't live in that fucking nonsense, dude. Fuck no.
You have to remember, he doesn't live in Detroit. He lives in the suburbs. Close
You're
to...
from, like, Anarchy City, USA, and you get freaked out by that place?
I don't like it.
That's amazing.
I don't like it.
If I have to choose between hipster and Detroit, hipsters and
gangsters,
low rent accommodation, let's call it that instead of gangsters, I choose low rent accommodations.
No, you
hipster
wouldn't.
will for me.
No, you would not.
Yes, I would.
I don't know. It's just too trendy for me. It was just way too trendy for me. You know,
Not
I'm like old
that-
school and shit.
It
So
was not that trendy.
It wasn't.
It was
It
just
wasn't
tiny little strip.
well, if
that
it
was-
had been any more trendy, Eden, I might have had a fucking like episode, like some sort of nervous mental breakdown and started freaking out on people.
We were kind of tweaking.
At least we got coffee there.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's one thing hipsters need is coffee.
Coffee. Starbucks, too, is the only fucking coffee place on the strip.
But coffee, the Starbucks is
No,
so
there was
anti-hipster.
Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh, there was, but that was the
We
other
could've
way.
gone
We
to
didn't see
Dunkin'
it until
Donuts.
we walked the other side. But then, you know what's funny is somebody wanted to get a tea. Had to get a tea. I love tea, right? And then she gets a tea, and we all get our shit, and we're getting ready to leave, and she's like, you know what? Salted caramel macchiato, fucking espresso, some
no tea,
foo fucking drink.
Yeah, she
was
walked
double
out of there with
fisting.
something in each hand. Yeah. I had to open the door because.
She had this.
So she's walking
fucking...
down the street like this.
Because I can
That's
double
great.
this to drink.
What? Pardon? Because you can what?
They were delicious. We're just jealous.
She's like, just because I have culture and you two fucking cavemen can't fucking get with the program.
That's it.
Yeah, well, it was cool though. It was alright, man. We walked into some funky.
It was a mini bar citizen in a hotel room, right?
Well, before even that action, we walked this fucking strip, and we went back into the plaza area, whatever you call it, and they had this like fucked up retro gaming store with shit from like the 80s, brand new. Atari 2600s, fucking all the cartridges.
You
all that
definitely
shit.
were in hipster will.
No, those are
There's
pretty
no
common.
fucking question about that. Was hipster will.
No, it wasn't. Those places are pretty common.
Hipster wills are common, especially close to urban areas like.
You're common, asshole. Shut up.
Do you really want more of me coming around?
No.
See?
I really
Another
don't.
sentence I did not want to hear.
I'm sure the poor listeners right now are like, what does this have
I
to
didn't
fucking
even
do
go
with
there,
Star
so
Citizen?
thanks, Eden. I needed that one.
You're welcome. Cheers.
No, I posted first.
Okay.
Wow.
Who did what?
Is
We're
it a
having
Twitter,
a Twitter
war?
war?
It's a Twitter
Yeah.
war.
Oh, fuck. See? Battle of the hipsters.
Pretty late.
Whatever.
Whatever.
There's
So,
a
yeah.
bunch of pictures posted in our Discord chat from our trip. There's the one with the arcade, the one with the plaza that we were talking about. There were 2 dinosaurs.
Yeah, dude, they actually had like an old school arcade. And if I had been in a better mindset, I probably would have went in there and played some Galaga or some shit. They had old stand-up arcade games. It was pretty cool. But we didn't go in because I was being a dick.
Being a cranky old man.
Nothing out of the ordinary.
You had fun. You had
Fuck
fun,
you
right,
want from
Jinto?
me?
Right?
He had fun.
It was great.
I think you had fun.
It was very, very nice of you to come and visit me in my fucking geriatric holding cell.
Well, that's, for one thing, I wouldn't go to
It's-
Jersey on my own for no reason. Let's just say that.
Right?
Yeah, that was the
Those who live in
consensus.
New Jersey, no offense.
I wouldn't come to Jersey if they weren't paying me to be here.
The Jersey Turnpike sucks. Just saying.
So far, from what I've seen, the whole fucking thing kind of just sucks. Sorry, Jersey. Just not doing it for me.
And even more Star Citizen after this.
What's Star Citizen?
What? Oh, right. You still got
I
that
thought this
too,
was
eh?
the social show.
It kind of is, though. Sometimes.
It is. I invited everybody. No one else cared. No one else showed up. Whatever.
Yeah, I'm not going to New Jersey even for you. Sorry, old man.
But
I
if
would
the-
have come, but it's a bit far.
It is a bit far.
Why don't you come to CitizenCon, all of you?
I saw a Montreal plate on my or a Quebec plate on my way back. Yeah.
I can't fly to Germany, Relum. I'm on the no-fly list.
No, that's right.
So even some of your what would you call it? I don't know. Your
Do you know which no-fly list Gento is
your
on?
cousins from Quebec came down to Jersey. Peg.
I bought one too many assault rifles.
Oh.
Gentos is on
Are you
is on
really
his
on a
own.
no-flight list? I thought you really
He-
hated
he's,
flying.
he is on his own no-flight list. He doesn't take
okay,
planes.
that makes more sense because I know he just doesn't like flying.
Fuck no. You know why?
Why?
Because you can't take your 9mm, put it in the case, put it in the back of the plane, and fucking fly over there without all kinds of drama. I couldn't get my PC in the plane.
Is
And-
just afraid that his plane goes.
Exactly, just like Eden's Dream. The robots. Why are all the planes falling? It's the AI.
I did dream about that. It was interesting. And it was Pegasus who discovered it. Like, Pegasus, what are you doing with the android? Like, I'm trying to figure out why the planes are falling. Like, okay. It's the robots. It's the AIs. It's like, oh, okay. Nice work.
Skynet.
That's
Skynet
what they'll
is-
do. Once everything is automated, the robots will just
It's gonna happen.
take us out. And people like T.O. and myself that don't buy into the whole fucking automated everything will be hiding in the woods, trying to find food. And you'll all be dead.
You better have some pretty good explosives to take out Terminators, because you know, there's
Gonna be,
some good armor-piercing rounds.
gonna be a shit show.
If we,
Does that mean no Star Citizen?
yeah.
Is that gonna be in Star Citizen?
Does that mean no Star Citizen if Skynets happen?
If they don't hurry the fuck up, it does.
Yeah. May take long enough.
I'm just wondering why Pegasus has a model of a like 747 or whatever this at an Airbus or whatever it is.
Airbus,
It's
yeah.
because he's a kid. He has a model of everything.
It's actually a collection model that I did paint and do myself, so...
Not
you can
only
see
does he have, dude, it's so dark in there.
Where's your lightsaber?
He's got lightsabers and World of
Oh, we got
Warcraft
enough lights.
swords. Don't you have the?
He's an entire disco under his table.
Yes. Oh. He is a hipster.
No,
Maybe.
there's a difference. He's French.
Oh well. Is it the same?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so either. It's a
You're
different
awesome anyway,
breed.
Pegasus. We missed you. Like seriously.
Even I missed you.
I didn't miss you.
That's alright.
Okay, when's
That's nice.
That's how you get
takes
out
us
of
to
a
the
segment.
music
I
block,
did not miss
and
you.
I mean, I guess once we start talking about Star Citizen, the questions will start rolling slowly, because I mean, who the hell has questions about any of this?
If Adventure Time in New Jersey was shooting things at the shooting range,
We'll see.
eating
Sure, I
Korean
mean,
dinner.
Mr. Will.
Endamarin gets
Want
it.
to know more
Assault
about
rifles, aka semi-automatic rifles
Oh my
with
god,
pistol
the
grips.
pictures of the classiest shooting range I ever seen in my life.
I mean, it looked like a jewelry store, right?
Do we have pictures? Rhythm has access to them. He could share on the screen.
Yeah.
They were on Twitter, right?
Yeah, Eden tweeted all that shit out. I think.
Oh my
It
god,
wasn't
Ostia's
actually
there.
a
We have to
gun
go.
range, it was a gun club, so
Ostia's
that's something
outrage.
totally
We'll be right back.
Oh shit, quick side.
Get out! No, where's the red button?
We even got to see the VIP
Here, I
room.
got it.
Shit, I lost. Shit. There we go. Yeah,
Okay.
we can go to music break, and then I mean, but I was going to get to that with that talk. I was going to get to the part where if you have questions, you can add anything about that. What they might have done in the past couple of days. Or maybe Star Citizen once we get talking about that and you have questions about that, use question in square brackets followed by the question, and then it gets submitted and we will go through that whole list of questions in the end
All
of the show.
Evocati leaks will be released here today.
Really?
Right now.
I don't,
Yep.
I don't care. So
We have people with first-hand experience. They're gonna tell all. Spill it.
yeah.
Okay, I'll
This is how
tell
you
one.
get Derek Smart Goons into the channel.
There's 3
Like, just-
moons
Just
in
give them a
3.0.
little taste of we're going to leak everything here. Okay. Music, and then we
Commercial.
can
That was the teaser. Music.
Sorry,
Get the
music
hell outta
commercial
here.
break.
Music.
Oh no, it's
Music.
not working. Damn it. No, let's take something else. Stupid playlist. Oh, that one's not working. either. God damn it.
For me, and I'm gonna start talking Norwegian here.
Oh, do
Oh
it.
no.
Oh dear.
Fuck no.
Summon the demons.
Hvorfor tar dette så inn i helvetes lang tid?
Oh my god, it's an incantation.
That's what that was. You're
Summon the
summoning
Dark
demons.
Lord.
It was almost like we weren't prepared to be here today.
No, not really. I'll just pick
Bro,
something.
He's
broke
been
everything.
complaining.
Goodbye.
He's been complaining.
Hello, welcome back to the Star Citizen Base Round Table here on the base. And now we're going to actually talk Star Citizen, I guess. I hope. I guess. Seem. Because there was some news, right? There's several things that are interesting. For one, I don't really know where the source of this came from, but probably in a letter or something, because I don't always read those thoroughly. But something about Squadron 42 in being was going to be shown in at least something was going to be shown in the holiday live stream, but not any time before that.
People found the last Citizen Con to be slightly disappointing. Oh, in a way, that's good.
So we're actually going to try to start managing expectations.
Yeah, but yeah, he came with that notice an hour before the anniversary live stream. It's like, oh yeah, there's not going to be any. I don't know. That was CitizenCon, right?
Last year's CitizenCon, yeah.
Like, oh yeah, there's not going to be Squadron 42 showing, but of course they were trying to get it to be shown for that CitizenCon, and they had to call it off at the end. It was a different story.
Well,
but at least now
obviously
they
we saw the whole Road to CitizenCon video that explained what malfunctions they were having and blah blah blah. So.
And we haven't heard anything ever since.
Well, I think that's the greater concern. Is that when is the last time you've heard anything about Squadron 42 up until now, other than the fact that they consistently iterate that Squadron 42 and Star Citizen are codependent?
Oh,
But no
occasionally
status
ATVs.
updates, no nothing.
Yeah, no, nothing
apparently-
specific, but some of what it
on
was
the
in
holiday live
ATV
stream,
is still
apparently-
applicable.
They will be starting issuing schedule updates.
For Squadron 42?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, that'll be interesting.
Schedule updates.
Yeah, we don't know what that really means, but
Does that mean that they're confident that they're going to have good functionality in the persistent universe by that time, and they can start fucking switching their focus a little bit?
Oh, they already they are already focusing. They have never taken the focus away from Squadron 42. There's still people working on it.
Of
every
course.
day, 24/7.
We knew that.
Maybe with the exception of weekends. So
Maybe not 24/7, but
Cheers.
The
well,
point
if
is
you
they never
look
talk
at it.
about it.
Well, they work on it on different studios all the time.
Well, I'm sure they do, but they work on both games in tandem all the time because both games are codependent with assets and code and
Exactly.
so.
But they do have a large team for Squadron 42 that we don't see.
or because we don't see it, it's because they have no one, and the game is never.
Star Citizen is a lie.
A French.
French Toll. I
They're all
didn't
paid
think those
actors.
existed.
They're
They're
so-called
all
devs.
paid actors. That's a lot of paid actors.
They did post a screenshot apparently from the game.
It makes sense with
Yeah.
all the hipster hairstyles they have.
That Reclaimer picture was pretty awesome, though.
Yeah, it's amazing, yeah.
And somebody actually, I think put up an edit of that and showed that you can actually see a person sitting in the cockpit canopy in the front, right below the spotlights, above the spotlights. Like that's where he's
Yes, you
sitting,
can, yeah.
like freaking tiny little puppet.
Yeah, but it's a flawed model anyway, because the lift is down. It shouldn't be down.
What?
There's an exterior lift that's pointing down on the left-hand side of the picture. Just beside the claw. No, it's a... I've been using the
Dealing
same
the picture or
faulty
something.
Oh, I see what
Oh.
you're talking about. It's like a giant
Yeah.
elevator.
They've been
Looks
using that
claw.
same faulty model now for a while, so I'm not sure if this is from the game itself.
Oh, it's
I have my doubts.
it's a render. I think if you have the original picture from the website, the link actually, file name, it actually shows that it's like a render. I mean, yes, it's from engine, and probably from an in-game engine scene, but I guess it's not like.
Like here's another one they did on Damer, and it has the same lift down.
Well, yeah, I haven't seen that one before though. Trying to spot that lift, but I don't. Did that long?
You mean like
Yeah,
the
it
middle
looks like a
It's to the left of the claw.
scaffolding, right? It looks like a scaffolding right next to the claw.
Pretty
to the
small
left
thing,
of the
though.
claw.
well that
Yeah, it's like an elevator.
But that's supposed to recline back up into the ship.
It looks like a ladder.
well no, that's the hydraulics.
So here's the deal, right? It's complicated. We fucking get it. It's complicated. No shit. But information wins the day. And that's why people get so psychotically butthurt over everything, is because they don't feel like they're getting enough information, the right information, timely information, blah, 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 blah. And that's the issue with Squadron 42 right now. You know, there's been no information. And especially considering that when they put out the Squadron 42 trailer, what year did it say that shit was going to launch?
They actually removed it.
2016.
2016 it said that shit was going to launch. And then they fucking put out a video that said, oops, we didn't make CitizenCon, and then crickets. So
They have finally removed the year from the website.
Completely, yeah.
about fucking time.
But they can't fix that video. It still says 2016.
I look at it this way. By them not, because I really don't care if they don't tell. When the game is ready, it's coming out. It's a single player. I'll get more information, and we've seen some stuff already from the game, from Squadron 42. I'm fine. I'm happy. I know it's coming. I've seen the fantastic actors. I've seen the mocaps, all that stuff. It's not like they're not giving us nothing. They're giving us plenty. But them not giving us more is giving me entertainment. Because I get to watch fucking snowflake melt.
Oh my god.
Well, it's a true story, and I'm not personally right? I am not upset. But when you look at the big picture, you could see what people are fucking upset about. You know, do I agree that sometimes people are like way the fuck over the top? Yes.
Impatient, whatever people call it.
But it's not like DayZ where you spent $60 on the damn game and it's broken. Some people, I won't mention any names, hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars, tens of thousands of dollars, you would maybe think you'd be treated a little bit different based on that metric alone, you know? So, I'm not saying that they should fucking show us gameplay and spoil the thing, but just fucking at least talk about it in some generic, vague terms, you know?
Yeah.
Brian Chambers, when you listen to Brian Chambers talk, he'll bring up Squadron, you know, pretty consistently, but there's no real substance there. But he does bring it up. But the other ones,
I haven't seen the schedule report that
Isn't
Rehamster's
Squadron
talking
mostly
about.
based out of Germany?
No, they're supposed to start
Britain.
one around the holiday live stream.
Okay.
Right, but you're answering his question. I was about to say, isn't Germany responsible primarily for Squadron 42?
no, Britain, the
Being
UK
in
studio.
The
Okay.
Manchester, yeah.
All right.
Foundry 42, Frankfurt is. It does. They do
Engine.
have art. Apparently, they have art. They have.
Yeah.
What do you
But
call the
they're
guys
primarily
that
engine.
do level design and shit like that? But they're primarily engine technology, and they're doing a
Well,
great job. There's no question.
No,
I
they-
mean, the engine's fucking crazy now, but
They do a lot of the like weapon modeling there. So I mean, all the weapons pretty much are in Squadron 2. So they do work on, you know, stuff for that. But yeah, they have all the real gritty tech programmers there. Like the, I think all the AI programmers are there, plus the like the cinematic people are there, aren't they?
some of the
cinematic,
cinematic team is in
department.
Frankfurt. Yes.
Yeah.
At least the lead cinematic art director. I don't remember his name. I want to say Hans something, but I don't know if that's right.
Yeah, I can't
So-
remember.
I think this leads into a question. Do you think that we're not getting this shit because we're technically they saw how much work they needed for 3.0 and all the things that needed to be in 3.0 and the scope they have for 3.0 and further on needs to kind of be there before they can even show us something remotely useful from Squadron 42?
Well, I don't think that they're going to show us a whole lot of shit from Squadron 42 in general, because Chris's general stance over the entirety of the project is he doesn't want to spoil the narrative. The story, it's a story-driven game. It's not an action-driven game. It's an actual, theoretically, from what they say, it's more like a playable movie. So, you don't want to watch the movie before it comes out, so...
But I think we're gonna see some snippets in the
Wing
holiday
Commander.
live stream.
It
Right.
would be Wing Commander if it wasn't for E EA.
Didn't he send out a letter saying that there's something coming for holiday live stream?
Yeah, well, we don't know. Maybe the damn game's done. We don't know. It's a tough one.
I still think we're not getting the game this year, Squadron 42, or parts of it. I think we're getting to see it for the first time properly.
It's possible, and from my understanding, the holiday live stream is supposed to be a fucking day-long event with panel discussions and all kinds of craziness going on. That sound accurate?
Have you
What?
seen past anniversary streams?
Yeah, well, have you seen past base radio broadcasts?
Yeah, they were good.
Especially those on Fridays.
in them.
So, I mean, obviously they can improve on anything, and maybe they've figured it out, and maybe they haven't. Maybe it's going to be a train wreck, and maybe it's not. We're not going to know until we see it. So, but what do we know at this point? CitizenCon, exploring new worlds.
Yeah, I was gonna. Yeah, that's an interesting thing, though.
If it doesn't encompass Squadron 42, then what does that mean?
They already stated that Squadron 42 is for holiday livestream, so I don't think there's going to be any focus on it.
That's what I'm saying. So what does that mean, exploring new worlds in the context of Star Citizen? Does that mean the planetary
game changer?
Oh, shut up.
Planet side.
There's no game changer.
There is a game changer.
Planet side.
Yeah, it's called netcode. The game changer is called netcode.
No.
Technically, but planet side.
It's a base builder. I think we're all...
Well, that's what the consensus is, yes.
Yeah.
Or somebody else... What did you say earlier, Eden, about that? What was the term that was used? It wasn't quote-unquote base builder. It was a colonization...
Yeah, privatization.
Private colonization. Shit. Yeah.
So... And... But that's only one little aspect, you know. What else could there be? Microtech, Hurston, fucking planetary developments. Trade Mogul said city procedural tech. Could that be enhanced and be moving along?
Well,
at least a planet,
not a reveal party. It's. I mean, they have made that whole big ass post. That doesn't really go into much detail anyway, but I mean, they talk about panels, presentations, keynotes, and just all sorts of stuff you can do. And in other news too, they've made a call out for requests to cast
head scans for people that are attending Citizen Cons. You can actually send them.
That's cool.
They requesting you to, or they can get at least they're bringing the whole head scans rig to the theater, and apparently they're gonna do within a couple hours. They're gonna do 10 people, scan their faces, just not only their faces, and they'll might appear. It's not exactly clear where it might appear, but they talk about some Squadron 42 Vandal conflict stuff, and perhaps in the universe too. It depends. But that could be cool.
Well,
because I guess they just need. I guess they just need. I mean, they just need random people, right? For filling up diversity in the characters in the background or in other foregrounds that occasionally appear, and you know.
Well, you have to pre-register, send in your mug face of yourself.
Yeah.
So they're definitely looking for diversity,
mm-hmm.
And it's there's not going to be that much height different in the game because of restriction in the cockpits and a whole host of other things.
They only scan your face anyway. It's just about
So where they
won't even use your hair.
The diversity is going to be the faces, hair, all that stuff. So.
Well, I think that this is some sort of a ploy with like Apple face recognition shit, so that we can all be registered in the global face recognition system.
Oh, you mean that Face ID bullshit?
Yeah. So they can log everybody's face in the whole world, and they know where you are every minute of every day.
Hey, Gento, you're not going anyway, so that's fine.
But
Skynet.
The CitizenCon detail post mentions something about Aegis Dynamics presents a CitizenCon opening address. Blah blah blah. It's all in lore talk, but maybe that base builder is an Aegis Dynamics ship, military base deployment. I mean, it's just a random shot.
Well, that's something we've been talking about for a long time, right? How are you going to get these outposts posted? How are they going to be there?
Company-wise, Aegis would be perfect for that, I guess. Like
No, it won't be Aegis. It'd be somebody else. I'm certain it'll be consolidated Outlands. The Aegis is for the new Saber. The Saber
military
variant,
shit,
the
yeah,
Raven.
the Saber
Yeah,
Raven.
but base building would be military shit. I mean,
No, it's private. It's commercial. They did say it's commercial. So
The Reclaimer, which brand is that again?
Aegis.
Aegis.
Aegis, yeah. That's the only non-military ship, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, but I think
Aegis is Chris Roberts' favorite product.
it's a really. The Reclaimer is a really well thought out product. When you think of anything from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxies to any of the old space series and movies and a lot of the games that's been played, the Reclaimer is it. That's what links it to any other space genre. But I think it's definitely could come more utility ships from that set. From Aegis.
No, I think
We
that's
don't
gonna
know
be
what we're
Aegis.
talking about.
We're
That's
pulling
our
stuff
job.
out of our asses.
We
That's our
never
job.
know.
That's what we do, and we do it very well.
And
Tech
for some
Gallery
reason we've had the
sponsored by
salty block,
Aegis.
this block.
UAE Diplomatic Corps Bar. Universum sponsored by Electronic Axis. I like how they keep it in lore, but that just doesn't really say much.
That's
They
the
do it
whole
like
idea.
this.
It's to tease you.
Yeah, but this is so vague that it doesn't even really tease me. It's
Yeah,
like,
they can
okay,
just
what the hell is this
say,
about? I don't
we're going
get
to
it.
sell you more pixels.
Yeah, that's
Well,
it.
that's
you're
true.
still going, and you're still going to get nothing.
A French there.
Apparently,
smart.
Frenchie's had a lot of time to think about this shit.
They're talking about planetary technology here, the new planetary technology. Maybe terraforming.
Maybe they got a working jump point.
Oh my god.
Maybe we get to see a planet.
And not a moon? That would
What?
be crazy.
See another system?
No, like another planet, like Hurston or something like that.
Well, what the fuck did they do with the tech that they used on the planet that they built for the CitizenCon demo?
That's only partial.
What?
That was a big ass partial planet.
The planet is full, but the
That is
you
one
know
of
they
those.
didn't populate the whole planet. But I think they're capable of doing that now. So that's my guess that they're going to go. You know, they have to go in there somewhere in the 3.x somewhere. So why not this year?
I think that's a terrestrial planet, and I think occasionally we've seen that one being used to work on environments and ecosystems, whatever you call that, plant life and water, clouds.
The biomes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I suppose
environmental.
that's what they use that one for, because they got a lot of work on that end to do.
Well, I'm hoping that they fix your broke ass Evocati shit and get 3.0 at least out into a wide PTU prior to CitizenCon. They got 12 days.
Can't really see it.
I know you
Doubtful.
can't say. I'm not asking you a question. I'm just saying. We got our legs
Oh.
ripped off. What the fuck is with this bot?
You got left. You're doing an
Mother-
adventure.
Oh, it's a chat game.
You fail.
We got our legs ripped. Me and Trade got wrecked in bear traps. Fucking really?
Great.
This station is so rigged. Everything.
It's not even working. You know, it's not like you lose anything or gain anything.
You don't get the points?
Only
And ask Pegasus why.
Because he's been busy.
Actually, that was something that Trade Mogul might be able to help us with, though. I mean, he knew he does coding, so he was like, oh yeah, sure.
You better get him before he goes to China for 6 months.
He might be able to help. I don't know. But anyway, I think it's like time it's 3 past. go to a music break, and then more Star Citizen talk. Technically, it's a salt block next, but I mean, whenever
We already had the salt
already
block.
done that, yeah.
Oh no, somebody
Let's do
said
it
that they
anyway.
were bringing the salt today.
Sure.
Right, yeah.
Somebody said
Right.
so.
Yeah.
We'll see if he remembers.
Okay. I'll be right back then.
Okay.
Do bring your questions in. Did we get any questions? I don't think so.
Questions, yeah. No, not a single one.
Yeah, one about from Pegasus about why is Ostia not banned from this Twitch channel.
I think he's already gone anyway.
Yeah, he only comes in and then
Trolls.
leaves.
Yeah. Like a freaking goon, that guy. Don't worry, he's not even here anymore anyway. Unless I just woke him up.
He says, I'm here, you fuck.
Look. Okay, music. We'll be right back. Now that he's awake. The raining bitches. Welcome back. It's
just us.
a fox.
It's just us.
Sorry to disappoint.
It's a fox.
Who gives a fox?
Huh. I got it.
Yep. That's a thing.
What did
Yeah,
the fox say? Another proud contribution from Norway.
Was that it? Is that it? I think I've heard that before.
What does the fox say?
That's funny.
Hi.
So, are we salty today? I'm salty
No.
today.
Why are you salty?
Well,
today?
I'm in Jersey and I want to play 3.0. I don't care if I get shitty frames or if the fucking NPCs don't move or whatever. I just want to get in there because I'm a fucking snowflake and I'm melting right now.
You have nothing to do. That's why
I
you're
need
melting.
space to keep me cold. This is true. I have nothing to fucking do. We sit in fucking TeamSpeak and just talk for fucking hours because Juntao's bored as fuck.
Kind of reminds me when you're home, really.
Am I bored as fuck? We're doing shit though when I'm at home.
Yeah, he's doing stuff.
Yeah, like doing the walls and the floor and
Yeah, that's doing stuff, right? Chores.
My wife redid the basement stairs while I was gone.
oh. As in carpeted?
No, she sanded them down and then sealed them with this epoxy and then put these industrial no-slip grids on it with little glow-in-the-dark strips. So it's basically like sandpaper for stairs like you would see in a commercial building. So nobody
I bet they're not comfortable
slips.
barefoot.
We wear our
They're
shoes.
just they're
Why would
just
you wear
fine.
shoes inside the house? I don't get that.
Why would you take them off?
We don't have carpet.
Yeah.
Don't take them off. You will go barefoot or socks.
Or
75%
sandals
of
with
dirt.
socks.
Because they keep putting them back on.
Only if you're Danish.
75% of dirt inside American households are from their shoes.
What?
Yeah.
You just made that up.
No.
All my shoes is in the hallway where they're supposed to be.
Right, TL? It's like Animal
But
House in
I
America.
do have slippers.
Like, what the hell? Are we on the
I
farm?
do have
Dirt
quality slippers that I
dirt
use
flooring?
all day.
That's why we have a doormat.
They can shuffle around the room.
Dirt flooring, yes, that is a thing.
I know.
It
Back
used to
in
be
the
a
old
thing,
days.
but it's still a thing somewhere. And you know what? They still clean the dirt floor.
You gotta sweep the sand and make it nice and even.
To keep the critters up.
Well, I don't know. I would like to answer these questions, but I know I gotta wait.
Do we not have any salt whatsoever?
No, we did the salt block last block. Did we even touch on the... What the fuck
Glass
was it?
salt.
I'm so...
What is today?
Oh,
Was this week's ATV the well, no shit
Yep.
episode? Oh
It was.
my
Yep.
god, was that so beautiful.
and long-winded. Fucking hell.
No, but like at 6 minutes and 30 seconds, Chris Roberts is fucking going off about people submitting bullshit, you know, in how it needs to be filtered so it doesn't get put into JIRAs so that people aren't wasting their time fucking tracking down shit that they already have plans on doing or have no plans on doing.
That is why when they release PTU builds or even live builds, they have a patch notes post that shows known issues. Or
Yeah, for example, they're
focus
saying we
list.
know that NPC doesn't move, and you don't even download the thing. You go to the issue console, and 5 minutes, NPC doesn't move.
No one reads the list and just keeps submitting the same issues over and over again.
Yes.
So, dear Eva Kadi, please read the list and just submit new issues. Thank you. It's a hard job.
Evocati is wasted on the avocados.
Plus, they like CIG also play, so they see the obvious thing that everybody sees. They want the tiny bugs that they might have missed, not the obvious stuff.
Can we talk about cockpit experience instead of the same shit we talked about last time, which is freaking avocados? We spent a block and a half last time talking about.
Okay, people like
I'm
me
not gonna say.
look at the new cockpits and go, wow, that's pretty cool. And then there's a whole nother segment of people that go, I can't see, it's blocking my view, blah, blah, blah. So which is it?
Muzzle fire, yeah.
It was better before.
It was better before. The flight model was better before. Everything was
Too
better
much
before, but it was
immersion,
still
yeah.
broke as fuck.
So they're adding in sparks, smokes, debris in the cockpit.
Oh, I have
They're
a problem
adding
with
in-
that, actually. Did you see that fire? That's bullshit.
Just
Get that fire
Yeah.
the fuck out of the cockpit.
Yeah.
Smoke,
Vacuum it out.
steam, sparks, okay. Fire, no. It looked stupid to begin with. Don't fucking put it in there. Why
how-
would you need a spacesuit? A
It's to
flight
tell
suit?
you to get the fuck out of the ship. If you see fire, get out.
If you see
No,
fire,
that's the
that means
point.
No,
there's
you just
oxygen
vacuum
in the
it
fucking
out.
cockpit.
Remove-
Yeah.
Just open
Of
the
a single-seater
cockpit.
fighter? And that was another point. Just open the fucking cockpit and vent the oxygen and the fire goes out.
Yep.
It's space fire.
Mm-hmm.
Space fire?
But
Space fire.
Base fire.
more important is that if you think about those people who are really good, now they're gonna have hit reaction to the ships. Their aim's gonna be off. When they do jerk motions with their joysticks, their alignment, their sight's gonna go left, right, up, down, etc.
And it won't be fair.
It's not fair to the professionals because they cannot min-max their playstyle.
Wasn't this? I mean, this doesn't really surprise me in the way that they put this stuff in the cockpits because they've already put it into capital ships before. You remember when way back we saw that video of the Idris walkthrough of the whole ship being, wrecked to shit and it being in a emergency state with sparks and smoke, and I mean that's the whole thing of it. They have to even make it apparent that from the inside the ship is in a bad state. I mean, it just reminds me of all those sci-fi shows where space battles happen and then they get shot and then explosions inside the ship and stuff. You see sparks and smoke and whatever. It's immersion. It works. It would be stupid if then nothing would happen in the interiors of the ship. Well, the outside gets shut to pieces.
Here, let me address.
to-
Let me address.
I
your
have
comment.
to answer. Is it Etric?
Yeah.
I have to address that.
Okay.
2. Space. You vent it. You need both fuel and oxygen to be fed into the flame for the flame to stay consistent. since
Even-
there usually would only be a fuel line going or something of that sort, there would be therefore be no oxygen left in the cockpit, no feeding of oxygen, no flame.
Well, if you think about the way that combustion actually works, you need the
Oxygen.
fuel, you need the oxygen, and you need some sort of ignition.
Temperature. You know.
Without any one of those three things, there's no fire.
Unless it's a plasma
But-
fire.
Guess what? How does your thruster work? They work on ignition, so and on something burning, right? So if that thing gets on fire, you can actually get fire on your ship. I mean, you see what I mean?
Yeah. So that as long as it's oxygenated inside your cockpit, fine. As soon as you open the hatch, no flame.
Have you
Oh, yeah,
ever seen
sure.
a thruster work on the space shuttle?
Yeah. No, but
There's no flame.
There's
in
no
there.
fucking flame.
They use
Just
No,
nitrogen.
there's no flame. No, but no, it's completely
Laser
true. If there's
fuel,
no
he says.
oxygen, if there's no oxygen, you don't have a flame. That's
That's what I'm saying.
yeah. So we agree. Yay!
But the main engines do have fuel.
Don't forget, this is 900 years in the future.
Well, what they're going to have to do is start dictating that all fuel sources contain liquid oxygen.
And at all fuel sources, for some stupid ass reason, goes through the cockpit.
Maybe there was an oxygen line on the dashboard. Maybe there's a hose there with oxygen.
Maybe that's a ship code or something.
Yeah. It's something in the future where they want explosives right next to the pilot.
Yeah, and they're also going to say that the electric rover has some fuel, so it can take fire. Yeah, right.
I'm looking forward to all this shit. I'm really looking forward to it. It's gonna be fun. Remember we've talked about this a million times. How I'm never gonna be the best space pilot. I'm too old to be the best FPS player. I'm not gonna even be in the top quarter. Not even close, because younger, faster, not sick people is gonna be there. So how do you counter it so that the average people have a chance to play the game, not unimpeded, but with a chance?
You handicap the better people.
You add in realistic things, fog of war, so that it's, take the gun range you went to. If you're an FPS player and you've never shot a gun before and come to the gun range, it feels fucking terrifying, right?
Unfamiliar.
And you're not going to be an FPS player at the gun range. Even if you go to a tactical gun range where you move and shoot and all this stuff, you're probably not going to hit anything the first time you move and shoot. But that's fine. It requires practice, and even then, even when you become really good, it's still something called fog of war. You get tunnel vision, you miss stuff, that's why you keep shooting until the target's down, stuff like this. So it's not realistic. When we talk about realism or semi-realism, it's not about the perfect shot every shot. People that says, I don't like this game if I can't make a perfect shot every time. I don't really get. Military expert doesn't. Yeah, military specialist doesn't make perfect shot every time. They shoot until the target's down, and that's how it should be. That there should be a handicap in there that's not based on just punishing, but it should be based on making the game feel realistic. So if you overstep laws of physics to gain a momentum because you're really fast at using a joystick, you should get punished by not hitting anything.
Okay, you mean when turning you should lose accuracy. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can, sure.
When aiming really fast with your gun, even if you're just standing still, you lose aim.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, we've
get-
talked about that in
I'd-
the past. The 360 no scope move.
Yep.
It shouldn't
I mean-
even be a thing.
Here's the thing: it's a lot of fun for people that can do it, but I would be totally up for them trying out some, variable accuracy when you turn your character basically. I want to call it just moving your view, but up, down, left, right, it doesn't matter. Yeah.
I can
I'd be up for them
explain
trying
how
it.
I can explain how you can do that. Really simple. If you move your target really slow, you move your IM really slow when you're aiming down your sight, and you go up and down. You come to a stop. You move your aim up. You should have your aim. But if you do like this, there should be no aim. So, aim, good, fine. I'm hitting every target. I'm going where I can, and there should be some limit somewhere. But if you exceed that limit, you should get a massive penalty. There should be a maximum where you're allowed to go.
Well, we talked about that before. Like I said, inertia needs to be a thing.
Mhm.
Side-to-side inertia. And if you exceed a certain threshold of inertial side-to-side inertia, then when you try to come back, just like in real life, if you swing yourself to the side, you see that my body jerks back to center. And the same thing happens if you're holding a firearm in real life. If you snap to the side, you actually pass your target and come back to it. And it's pretty fucking simple. And the faster you do it, the worse it is. The worse the compensation is. So, like Tio said, if I turn really slow, I can stop really nice. But if I turn really fast, I can't stop really nice. It passes and then has to come back. So that's something that I would like to see implemented. I don't know if they're going to do it.
I don't think they've thought in those lines, and because it's very rare to think in those lines at all. So,
Well, Chris, they talked about it. They wanted inertia movement. They showed the character, like, if you're running forward, you shouldn't just be able to come to a dead stop. You're going to, like...
I think
and
that's already in there, isn't it?
But is it the same for side-to-side movement? Is it the same for all movement?
I think they've talked about it's hard for them to code right because it makes it feel not like an FPS game anymore.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm definitely going to make a post about it at some point at CIG, at RSI forums, if I ever get the muster to go back there and say something.
That's funny. Just can't let it go. No fire. Explosions, yes. They go poof and they're gone. No lasting flames. What else? Salt? No salt? Meaty's not salty today.
Do you think they spent too long on that? Like that section was about 35 minutes long.
The cockpit section?
Because
Yeah.
I had great difficulty paying attention.
I
Like
felt
the
asleep
first
watching it.
The first 10-15 minutes of it maybe was interesting, but after that it's like, yeah.
I feel like there's too long a gap between relevant information because a lot of things they say
don't matter.
Isn't even
we don't need to hear it.
Yeah,
it's just
it's not
garbage
it's not
information.
needed to understand the relevant information. It's just fill. And this episode was relatively long, so they could have easily shrunken it down, by at least 10 minutes.
Yeah, there was a lot of irrelevant information that it's like, why do we need to hear this? I don't even know. So,
well,
But then
some
again,
people are
I
into the
guarantee-
minutia.
Yep.
I guarantee you, there's some people that want to hear it. So
Yeah.
Yep.
we shouldn't go.
I agree. There's people who are interested in knowing all these background details and technical details, especially people who are interested in going into game development, knowing every little gritty bits and pieces is something they would enjoy watching. ATV is not gonna make Not every episode of ATV is gonna make everyone happy.
Yeah. And there is also very difference between who's trying to explain something to you, because when some of these people come on, it's like, if you're tired, it's like the second they open their mouth.
No, but like Trade said, there's pages and pages of cockpit discussions on Spectrum and Discords and all this stuff, and apparently there was some really, I don't even know, ridiculous bullshit in some Discords that CIG developers were having discussions in, and people were pissed off about the Vanguard, the changes to the Vanguard cockpit, because it does limit your line of sight. You know, so I'm not exactly sure. I wasn't a part of the conversation, but what I got out of it was the CIG developer was like, we already figured that you were gonna complain about this, but it pretty much is what it is.
I like when they serve. I mean,
what the fuck? You're exactly right, Relum. What the fuck? Is he drunk?
Yeah, he must be. Yeah.
Is there a hockey game tonight?
He's not drunk. He's Canadian.
Isn't that the same?
But I have a relevant question that might be salty. I don't know. Do you think that we should have a say in everything about this game?
Nope. Not at all.
No, but I do think that some people that have a good amount of experience at certain things, their opinions are valuable, right? You know, like, we'll use the flight model for a simple one, because everybody has a fucking opinion on the flight model. There are people that have literally spent thousands of hours flying these ships. And I'm not saying that their opinions are right or wrong, but they probably bear scrutiny, and
I grant you they bear scrutiny.
You know, so at least look at it, you know? And if they're telling you, you know, these pilots that their life's joy is doing nothing but flying Star Citizen ships, are telling you something, especially with the advent of the Delta Patcher, why would you not just try it and put it out there and say, if they're telling you, you know, whatever, I don't even know what a good example is, the afterburner's funky, if you just did this, if you did that, it would help. Why wouldn't you try it? Unless you're an arrogant motherfucker and you think you know everything as a game developer. And I also agree with the other side of the argument that says a lot of times as a backer, you don't see the big picture. You don't understand what's going on. You see what's right in front of you at that moment, and you're making judgments. Yeah, you're making judgments on shit when you don't understand the full scope of everything, which is a problem for humans in general, is they tend to make snap decisions on their feelings at any given time instead of trying to see way down the road. So I get both sides, but I think it would go a long way for CIG especially for community relations. If somebody makes a good point, at least consider it. If it's an easy implementation, like a value change on some bullshit in the flight model, then try it. And if it doesn't work, the dude said in this ATV, you have the ability
even just say we tried it in our QA tested it, and we feel that it's not right for where the game is going. But at least you tried it, right? You say that you tried it. You know, you say we tested it.
Yeah.
You don't even have to push it to Evocati or to public build or to a PTU. Just say that we've looked at it and we thank you for your input, but we don't think this is right for we think where the game is going. If you don't like it. If you like it, then even better. Tell them. We used it.
Right.
You'll have a lot of things to try then.
Yeah, but like I said, if there's simple changes of input values, then it's not a big deal. If it's like you got to rework
if
all
it's just
this
changing
crap,
some variables, I mean, why not?
Right.
That's not
But
hard.
it has
That
to be
takes 5
based.
minutes.
There has to be a suggestion that's more than a paragraph long. It has to have an explanation to why this is relevant, and it has to be made by something that actually spent a long time doing this. That is actually contributing. So, I'm as long as it is within the parameters Junta said first, where somebody actually spent a long time flying and have a suggestion for the flight sim or for the flight engine, and it's well documented why they think this will work better, then it's worth looking at least in QA for a test.
Sure, but on the other hand, I'm going to say this. For the folks like Nellarath and those in AOTW that you think that you know how an FPS is supposed to work, this isn't an FPS game. So you guys just need to shut up.
Shots fired.
Now, I agree with
no
that.
No pun intended.
Because Nellarath would completely go on a fucking rampage if he heard me talking about inertia on turns and stuff like that, and he can't make fucking snap movements with his 0.1 millisecond response to his fucking trigger on his mouse and all this crazy shit. The guys are really, really, really good at what they do, which is why we really, really, really need to make it so that they can't be really, really, really good.
That doesn't mean they won't be. That
Well, they
doesn't
just
mean
have to adapt
I mean,
to a new system.
that's going to apply to everyone. That's the thing.
Yeah.
You got to consider, you know?
But that means that the game slows down. You're taking down the action. That means that you're making a medium. That means that those who are slow has to come up to a medium. Those who are really fast have to adapt to the new medium. It makes it so that everybody has to adapt to a new standard.
Everything
it's going to
can't
be easier.
Counter-Strike.
It can be easy, and it will be easier for a young guy to adapt to it than an older guy like me. But at least this way I have a chance, because I can't win at the reaction game when you add in on top server lag and lag on the internet.
You just want them to not be able to aim long enough for you to put enough LMG rounds in them. That's all you want.
That's real life. That's called suppression fire.
And there's a balance in all of that shit, you know. I'm just saying these snap movements and shit need to have a penalty to compensate for the people who cannot do the snap movements. And they'll say, oh, skill this and skill that and blah, blah, blah. And that's why I'm just going to say the same thing. It's not Counter-Strike. It should not be Counter-Strike. They're making Second Life in space is the only way to describe this game.
So you're saying Star Citizen should not be competitive?
At a different level. More like Milsim competitive than FPS competitive.
I agree completely. It shouldn't be an FPS game as in Battlefield 4 or Battlefield 3 or
CSGO or any of that shit, yeah.
Nope.
And obviously reaction time is a huge player in that, right? So if you're on your target, if you see your target and you're quicker to the trigger, you have the advantage. And those guys are. You see it. You know, it isn't going to cripple them as much as you would think it is, but it does help the players that are a little bit slower to move round corners and shit like that to have some sort of balance.
Well, that's the other thing. They need to put proper leaning in, you know.
Oh, yeah. And
proper corner peeking.
Stop having the cover system fuck you every time you get too close to a wall.
Yeah, that would be good too. I don't know, like I said before, I mean, I'm interested in seeing whatever they want to try. From what I hear, the stamina thing system is not going to make a huge difference unless they can do something else to slow things down, because apparently, like someone said, the only thing that happens is you faint if you run too long. That's it. It doesn't actually slow anything down.
Because it doesn't work yet. That's all I can come up with, because they said specifically how they wanted it to work, and it doesn't work at all like they said it's going to work. So there's still shit that's broken. And obviously, if you ask the people that are under NDA, they'll tell you it needs work. They may not be able to tell you specifics, but they'll tell you it needs work. So, and Trade, I love you, dude. But honestly, think about this for a second. If Chris Roberts was worried about selling 100 million units, he wouldn't be building this game.
Exactly. He's making a game that he want to play. And
it may not be the game that we want to play. Or there might be aspects that we don't like.
I have the impression that he's not a CSGO player. Actually, I have the memory that said this is not going to be CSGO or Battlefield at all. We're taking aspect for all of it, but mostly from SWAT 4 and Arma series.
So that's just my 2 cents on that matter right there. I think that argument about fucking how much marketing and how much of the market share you can capture and all that shit is relatively irrelevant, because if you were going to build a game for market share, first of all, you wouldn't do Space Sim. Period. You would build Candy Crush Saga 5.
I mean, it's not like there aren't.
Right?
It means it doesn't, it's not like there aren't any popular games somewhere within the realm of Star Citizen. Like, Eve kind of relates in a way, but maybe Chris is trying to create the market share with Star Citizen. I mean, I certainly think it could.
Well, the followers of the Church of Chris Roberts would call Chris Roberts a visionary. And visionaries tend not to follow, but lead, create, carve new paths, run in uncharted waters. So,
I agree completely. So, I think Realm is about to say music.
Realm's about to say, "Shut the fuck up, bitch!" Or maybe he's not about to say anything.
Yeah, well, we don't have a lot of questions anyway, but we're going to take a little break and then do those. And, whatever, and then we'll end it.
He was typing in Discord, over. That's why he wasn't saying anything.
What?
Discord. Boulder Roadways.
Fucking bullshit. Let's go. And then we'll be back. If you do have questions about anything that we did talk about, just do it. Ask something. Question in brackets, followed by the question, and then we can actually go and handle them in a minute.
TheBase.sc.
Hey, welcome back to the Star Citizen Base Round Table. Let's block the question block, of which there are 4.
A total of none relevant questions.
Ooh, loads of questions.
Yeah.
There are questions, but relevance is...
No, they're good questions. The first one from Harold Sparhawk asked, "Is We Hamster prepared for the hurricane?" Which we were just talking about before the show.
Yeah, the good old hurricane. Yeah.
So what do you need in Ireland to be prepared for a hurricane again,
Beer?
Wait, Ireland against hurricanes?
Can of Guinness and a book.
Exactly.
We're fine.
Not very often do they get hurricanes, but they do get some.
No, we're used to storms, but yeah, it should be interesting to see what happens. It's the flooding that's the real problem, not the winds. Because it's autumn, all the leaves will be blocking up the drains. And so flooding will occur. So that's my biggest fear. Apart from the winds, that's nothing new really. Just a shit ton of water.
Ireland. It blows.
You blow.
They're Irish. They're tough. They can fucking deal with it. Not like Florida.
Well, at least we can build houses. I think.
I finally learned that Hamster is in Ireland. It took me forever to determine whether he was Scottish or Irish.
Really?
Aren't they the same?
Yeah.
Most technically about the same as Canadians and Americans.
True.
But yeah.
The 51st state, don't you know?
Mm-hmm.
Which one?
Canada.
Oh, is it? Alright. So it isn't Puerto Rico.
No. Nope.
They're just leaving Puerto Rico on. They're never going to get statehood.
Nope. Just use it for the tourist taxation. Taking your money. Innovis asked the question that we talked about earlier. What did you guys think about Chris Roberts called out the ATV test or the tester in ATV? And like I said before, I thought it was fucking great.
Yeah,
I'm
it was, yeah.
honestly surprised that they left it in like that.
Yeah.
But
In
I
shorts.
laughed. Dude, I laughed
No
my
pants,
ass off.
yeah.
It's like, no shit. We know it's missing. Like, we don't know what we're doing here. That was great.
Well, I think Chris has to approve every ATV, so he wanted it in there.
Apparently.
Well, it's about time he said something like that, I think.
Good for him.
Yeah.
They should come out and say, I don't remember you ever being the developer of anything other than a big fat sinkhole in your fucking gaming chair.
I'd say that.
That's what I would say. He wouldn't say that. They probably couldn't get away with it, but I can get away with it because I don't give a fuck.
You're not making a game.
I'm not getting paid to do any of this shit, so whatever.
The next one is good. Did you see the post from Sandy where they were testing the planet-moon rotation?
Oh, yeah. Where did I say that?
You need to link that in chat for the viewers and for the...
I didn't see that.
Holy... you know, I was just sitting there watching that over and over and over and over again. That's epic.
God damn it.
Where'd it go?
All my Twitter's full of hurricanes at the moment.
I bet it is. 'Cause you're scared.
I'm really scared. I'm gonna blow us. Yeah, go on, keep talking. Well, I'll try to find it.
You'll find this link. Sandy did tweet this image of them like she normally does. If you're not following Sandy Gardner on Twitter, she doesn't really post too much personal shit, if any at all. It's usually all like behind the scenes, Star Citizen shit she takes pictures of when she's walking through the office. She might not even get approval to fucking send some of those out, but she is Chris Roberts' wife, so she could probably do whatever the fuck she wants.
There we go.
So,
I'll post it in chat there now.
well, there you go. I'm gonna click the link. Oh, someone watch it again. Oh, it's 41 seconds of sunrise. Dun 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 dun.
The dumb obviously
They cheat.
speeded up.
They cheated.
Yeah.
They sped up time.
And they don't
Otherwise, it would take
cameras
like an
sway.
hour
The
for that to happen.
No
sunrise
camera
isn't
sway.
the good stuff. It's the planet side rise, which is
Oh, look at that.
epic.
The only camera sway in this shot is from her holding the phone.
Yeah. It's fucking ridiculous.
They redid the
Look at
solar
the planet
panels.
coming up. It's
Yeah,
just crazy.
Look, CIG, get rid of the camera sway. It's really annoying. There's no fucking point whatsoever to have it. We cannot make videos like this.
Yeah, I'm confused as to why they actually implemented that. What was the thought process behind that?
No, he's trying to make like a human
Realistic
human
camera
moves
movements.
around. You know.
Well, I can tell you this. When I sit like this, my vision doesn't sway. Actually, if I turn my
Neither
head
does
like this,
cameras on
my
a
vision
cameraman
doesn't
because they carry it in some sort of gyro holding so that it's stable.
they can
So-
capture sporting events at high-speed movements with zero camera sway. Zero shaking.
Yeah.
Just saying.
But it's in the future. Maybe we lost the
So the
technology.
technology got worse.
No, your hands got worse.
Well, we got stupider.
There's a chance of that.
Too dependent. Yeah.
I'm not even going to say anything about those chat comments right there, guys. We like CIG developers here. We don't always think they're right, but we like them. Ram 1313. If you add that up, is that 32? No. Nice name though. First, whenever one of you personal think 3.0 goes to life. So his question is, when do you guys think that 3.0 will go live?
I can't talk about it.
Soon, TM.
Yeah.
Like I said before, though, I'm hoping that they at least get a wide PTU going before CitizenCon.
Maybe. Maybe not.
Maybe not.
More maybe not.
More maybe not.
Or maybe not.
Or by CitizenCon, they say, hey, PTU's open to everybody.
Maybe by CitizenCon for next year, yeah.
I think that we're going to see PTU by
Bunch of fucking Evocati
the live
trolls in
stream
there,
in
I'm telling
December.
you.
You think 3.0 by December?
For PTU, yes.
Really?
Maybe in November, but
Oh, we're already halfway through October.
hey, I've been doing 4 years of optimistic here. Now it's your fucking turn, right?
I would think that if you take the date that you think it's going to be and add 6 months to
Whose
it.
mic is that?
Pegasus.
Poor Pegasus.
Fuck.
Wanking his mic.
Fucking kid. Get that thing out of your pants, dude. Seriously. That's professional quality radio going on right there. And he's supposed to be a station manager or some bullshit.
And Willem's like,
Really?
man.
He can manage something.
He can manage to fuck off. And
Can
then
manage
he
you.
asks this. The same cat asks, "Oh, I forgot. I like this show and channel. Keep it up. Thank you very much." Second, when do you think Squadron 42 goes live? At least another 12 months.
Yeah. Second half next year. I
Probably.
think.
Yeah, second half towards
Maybe.
the end. Yeah. And then, and when the game goes live, version 1.0, or they call it 4.0, or they'll call it gold, or they'll call it whatever they're going to
They'll
call
drop
it.
the alpha.
They'll drop the alpha. I
So,
don't think that we see
remember,
beta for 2
what
years
is-
at least.
Beta,
Or beta, yeah.
partly into beta, you know, so let's say halfway into beta, somewhere around there, they're going to go live in
Mhm.
beta. That's their stated goal. And I don't see that happening for 2 to 3 years.
Pegasus.
Yeah, what?
And that's funny because he finishes that question with a statement that says, just your guesses. 3.0, I still think, is before the end of the year, like Tio said. Squadron 42 at the end of next year, which we all agreed on. And Star Citizen 1.0 or live launch 2 to 3 years. That's a
Yeah,
smart guy.
Right.
Then he doesn't even need us. Why is he asking a question?
Because he just wanted to be a participant, you fuckbag.
I know.
God, why you gotta be a fucking French
You said one of
cunt?
the wise.
Damn it.
Yeah.
I missed you. And now I want to punch you. Why you do that?
Stop acting like Tio.
Yeah, I know. You're not salty. You're a fucking rainbow farting, flying horn something. Hybrid.
Okay.
He's the Unicorn PEG
Okay,
version
shut up.
2.0. Hey, we're not even at time yet, Jello.
Wow. The dispatch ready.
So we gotta make up for all those
Finishing
times we went
early.
over. So now
Yeah, we need to catch up.
now
and
we
do
get to
this.
catch up and like.
Surprise, motherfucker.
You just want
Speaking
to
of
push buttons
which,
at this
I
point.
mean, hey, I know what we can talk about. That last week we did that funding, right? So what happened?
Oh yeah.
So,
Zeus got a
Genta, can you link Genta what he got? So the viewers can share in their delight or
I'm
disagreement?
technologically challenged, dude. It's gonna take me the rest of the show to fucking find it.
It was a HyperX something.
HyperX Cloud 2.
Oh, where the hell?
So what happened, right, was if you weren't here, I did a spur-of-the-moment fundraiser, which the crowd had a really good reception to. So within the span of about an hour, there was $251 donated to get Zeus Omega a new headset, because when he was on our stream, this portion of his headset was completely snapped and this ear cup was flopping all over and it was making me nuts. So I asked you guys to help, which you did, so that makes you fucking awesome, right? And we talked about it for a little while and came to the consensus that being that the Hyper Cloud 2 is metal here on this arm, all the way across the top band is all metal, that it's probably
there's kids in
his house. Yeah, there's like little kids in his house that broke his last headset. So the metal ones would probably be a better bet for him. I actually have that same headset for all 3 of my kids, and it's been working really well. So
Good quality mic, I think.
he
Definitely
sounds
improvement than
way
what he
better.
had.
He's still in
Yeah.
the fucking channel.
Yeah, he's muted.
Zeus,
Wake up.
wake up, fucker.
Talk to us. There we go.
Somebody call.
Yeah, say hi.
Oh my God! Listen to that.
You guys are awesome.
Tell them
Sounds so
how
beautiful.
awesome they are for helping you get that headset.
Y'all guys are totally awesome. Thank you so much. It's really
like-
awesome to have a good headset.
The community is fucking ridiculous.
They're awesome.
So that was very nice of you guys.
It was.
So anyways, so that was a $99 purchase. I purchased it on Prime because I have Prime, and it went 2-day shipping. He received it last Thursday. He's very excited, obviously. He sounds very tired, but I think he's still excited. On the other
I'm
hand,
excited. It's
Are
really
you?
awesome. Yeah,
is it awesome?
yeah, but I don't have to because y'all guys are awesome, so I don't have to say it no more. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think I broke him today when he came in the TeamSpeak channel, and I immediately fucking started talking awesome, and he was like, "Oh, well, then I'm not needed anymore. Fine."
Stole his thunder.
I'm not going to do it anymore. I'm never
You
going
were
to use the
talking
word.
about the
Zeus's
rest of the
thunder.
money.
I'm never going to use that word again, ever. Never. We're gonna hand that word
Genta,
to
you were
Zeus and
talking
let him
about the
have it.
rest of the money.
So there's $150 left over, and we haven't actually had a good discussion, being that I'm in New Jersey. A lot of shit's been going on. I had visitors this weekend and shit, so we have to figure out what we're going to do. We will absolutely take that extra $150 and flip it back into the community, figure out when, where, and how we're going to do something, what we're going to do, but I think it would probably be good if we could do a multi-layered giveaway, so that more than one person can get back, you know?
Win.
I don't know when. That's up to...
I mean, win. So multiple people.
Yeah,
can
more
win.
than one person can be
Yeah.
eligible to
Good
win.
idea.
So instead of doing a whole like $150 ship or something like that, but
A bunch of Noxus.
I have an idea, yeah.
we'll
Okay,
we'll
after.
talk about it. I don't want to
Yeah.
say anything and then get anybody's hopes up and shit, but we'll come up with something that gives everybody ample opportunity. I will say there's a really, really, really good possibility that maybe like are we doing a CitizenCon live stream? I don't even know what the fuck's going on here.
That's a damn good question. Are we?
You know, she got time for that.
Because you don't have time because you're not going to be here.
You mean you're not going to broadcast live?
We were talking about it. He was asking me to do it. I'm not sure what I'm going to do, honestly.
Give me
Are
the
you
data,
home
John.
by that time?
I will be home that Friday. I have the day off too.
Well, then you and me are gonna do it, right?
So if that's
You
the
got it.
case, then what we're gonna do is we're gonna throw out a what is that ship? The Eclipse? Yeah.
What?
The Aegis Eclipse will be
Yeah,
a
he doesn't
giveaway
like his Eclipse. He's a
on that
knockball.
Friday.
Then Pegasus suddenly awake.
It'll be on sale.
No, I will be donating the ship to give away on this station on that Friday.
We already have one.
Yes.
Oh.
And that's a good time to put in the 150 as well, so that we can spread it out a little bit, so more people can win.
Well, I think what we might do, Innovis, is we will probably, I don't know, maybe simulcast what they're doing, and they'll have downtime and stuff, and then we'll do stupid commentary like we do. You know,
we're good at stupid commentary.
And then, you know, so it might be more valuable for you listeners to tune into the base on that day than it is to tune into the actual RSI stream, because I'm not sure if they're going to be giving away. What did I call it? Which one was it? The Aegis Eclipse?
And the Eclipse, yes.
Yeah, the Aegis Eclipse on that day.
Actually, they're going to be donating some stuff, but either you are one chance out of 300 or 400 people, or one chance out of
maybe
4,000 people.
6,000.
Yeah.
So you choose, but
actually, this is a top tip. You can actually have 2 tabs in the browser now.
Go away.
Now? You mean like 10 years ago?
We have enough RAM for that now? Sure.
Wizardry.
Is that?
I mean, you guys is talking like you have to do.
Did you like?
Or.
Did you like just read Internet for Dummies, Tio, or you know?
Yeah. You have to remember, this is my sole purpose right now in life is wake up.
You teach stupid people the internet.
Go to the shitter, get food, come to the PC, and then look for stupid people doing stupid shit, and thank God for YouTube.
User was moved to your channel. What are you poking me for, sir? I'm on air.
Read your chats.
Oh, really?
What?
That's awfully nice of you. You want to make that public?
Sure.
Okay, you have the floor.
it means that you need to speak.
Yes, that's what that meant.
What? I'm not paying attention.
I think he wants you to make it public, Vincent.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You make the announcement.
I will throw in a hurricane or a defender, whichever the winner wants for that giveaway as well.
Okay.
Ah. And a multiple choice winning.
Either or, not both.
Yeah, either or, I would think, is where he's going with that.
I have a token LTI ship as well, probably a P72 to give away with LTI. So.
Oh my goodness, this shit just gets out of control when I open my mouth.
I've got two boxes.
Every cyclone.
Multiple tabs because of cockpit fires, he says. This fucking guy.
He still has some shelf money from Rico, so I have 2 Noxes in my account that I can...
So we're now talking Eclipse, whatever, the Hurricane or something else.
Oh, they're all coming now.
What did you say, Pegasus?
Cyclones.
And what did V-Hamster says?
Probably an Archimedes.
And Pegabrellum? And Relum?
Noxes.
Noxes.
Are you fucking kidding?
Now we have a reason to list it. We need to.
Okay, we'll have to do some marketing then and make sure that everybody remembers.
This is turning into a big deal.
Yeah.
We need to have more people than giveaways, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
that would be a good thing.
There's gonna be one person that
just
wins
give them all
of
to
it.
one guy.
And just to clarify, this is all because the community was so epic to donate $250 stinking dollars so that Zeus could get a headset that I'm inspired. True story. So, and my inspiration inspired a bunch of other dumbasses.
There's been so many giveaways through the base and through the community that it's what do you call it? There's a lot of people that are here and can do stuff both for the community, for the base, etc. Because a lot of people have helped out to either fix their rig or upgrade their PC, etc. So there's a lot of stuff going on that's happening because you guys back us. Because you're not backing one person, you're backing a lot of persons when you help that one person. Realm in case, all the stuff he does for the base is not possible without the rig he has.
All the stuff I'm going to start asking him to do for the organization.
He cannot say no.
You can't.
If he says
he can
no,
always
he
say
has to-
no. I never force anybody to do anything. It always has to be a willing
Voluntary.
participant. Yeah,
It's
I'm
my
not that
boss.
guy. You're not the boss of me. Where's that soundbite, motherfucker soundbite?
What? That one?
Motherfucker soundbite. No, that wasn't it.
No. Well, that's good.
Anyway.
We got plans. We'll work it out, and yeah, I guess we could end this show now. What else? Nothing else? I guess,
For the live stream, you need alcohol for any stream that we're gonna do like this because it's gonna be a lot of bullshit. Alcohol required.
Oh yeah, before we go, I brought him in here for a reason. Atrick, what do you have to say about cockpit fires, really? Like in voice chat, you need to speak.
Yeah, sorry. Okay. What do I have to say about cockpit fires?
Yes.
That only you can prevent cockpit fires.
Okay,
right.
Smokey. So we're out of here, I guess.
That was just, bad.
That's funny.
He's a good guy.
Now,
So, yeah, you're good. Thank you.
you. Well, thank you, and all of you.
Thank you.
Where the hell did Eden go? Is she still? Yeah.
She's totally sleeping. I guarantee it.
She's asleep, yeah.
Well, I don't blame her.
Hanging
Round
out with
Table
me for a
Arenas.
day, they'll
Wow.
do that to you.
Never heard that.
What does it say?
Round Table Arenas.
Arenas.
Harold Sparhog, we love you. And all the other listeners too, they appreciate it. Yes, certainly stick around and
Well-
see what we can get news about plans for that, whatever stream that will be. And of course, you heard there will be lots of giveaways.
It'll certainly hit the social medias, so pay attention.
And if you want to make sure you get that news, we have a bunch of channels. Yeah, there we go. You get our Twitter or Facebook, but of course our Discord is where most of the main stuff happens, and your dad's a nice announcement channel there. If you set up the notifications correctly, you can get notified about any show that happens during the week here on the base. And last
Yeah, the
Wednesday,
schedule's back up.
Yeah, the schedule's back up. So last Wednesday, Shiva did a show again. He's back too. So a wonderful, wonderful man. I think.
Oh, you missed a question.
Did we?
What is it?
No, we didn't.
From trade, now that the Game Breaker is so hyped, what is the price point?
A lot.
25,000.
500, 600.
Price points is epic.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The price point is out of my reach. I'm done
My
buying.
wallet.
I'm going to start giving away all of my ships one at a time on this radio station.
And then request a refund.
And then request a refund.
Yeah, but you're going to say that until they give you the next pixel art, and you're going to buy it anyway.
That's how that works usually.
That's the
Just listen to the
sleeping
way he
Frenchman
said that. You're
talking.
going to buy that anyway.
Anyway, give me all your money.
That was like a Jedi mind trick he just did there.
So it's working.
You will buy the ships.
I will
And
buy
it
the
has been
ships.
working since the day one.
This show will be up on YouTube a couple of days after this, if you've missed some of it. And, well, on that note then, so hello YouTube watchers, and thank you for checking that out. if you are watching it from there. And with that, I think we can just end this, and we'll be back next week with another roundtable. I trying to get some guests in here, but it's kind of hard since I think CIG is very busy too with the whole 3.0 going on. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, what else? Did I say everything? Yeah, I did. So, thank you for listening, and see you around.
Bye. Remember, the Dutch guy love you, not me. I just not hate you.
There's a difference.
That's poor
Grumpy bastard.
Fucking hell, let's go. Jesus.
Bye.
I support the monkeys. Do you? Check out The Base. 24/7 online radio. Oh yeah! Visit us at TheBase.sc.
Keyboard right now.
They're
Bye, I need to
professionals.
sleep.
All right, go to bed.